Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It is Monday evening, and I'm here back with another video. How's everybody doing tonight? I am joined tonight by my best friend. You guys that have been following me for a while have seen her in a lot of my videos, but we're here tonight to do a requested video, and it's one that a lot of women have been asking me to do. And so tonight we're going to be answering some questions, life lessons from women, things about marriage, and just overall questions that help us to be better as women. So I want to introduce to you my best friend that I have had most of my life since I was a child. This is Cheryl. Cheryl, welcome to the channel. How are you tonight?
I'm great. Doing good.
Good. So I have had a request for me to have interviews on the channel, to bring people on the panel and discussions. Those videos seem to do very well. So I thought you would be a great candidate since you have been married more than 40 years.
Yes.
And there's a lot of my subscribers are women who are of a certain age and they're looking to get married one day, women who are navigating their life as an empty nester right now. They have kids that are grown and gone, women who have gone through menopause, all those things that women deal with. So they wanted to see a discussion of women and just talk about things as women. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this video because we don't want it to be a very long video. Y'all know how I do sometimes. So let me just say this. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I hope that this video will inspire you enough so that you would think about subscribing. So you can go ahead, hit that subscribe button right now. Thumbs up this video. It helps me to trend here on YouTube. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, hey girl, welcome back. All right, so we're going to jump into the questions. Let me put my glasses on really quick. So you ready, Cheryl?
Yes.
All right. So the first question I have here, and they're in no particular order. These are just random questions that I get from subscribers.
Okay.
What are some of the things that you struggled with growing up as a young woman?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is being a people pleaser. I think I'm still a people pleaser. And I think at times it could probably trip you up when it comes to being focused on your own goals because you're so concentrated on trying to make sure everyone around you is happy. And you know, I found myself maybe like sacrificing some of the things that I like or want or need, just so that everyone around me is happy. Okay. So maybe being a people pleaser is one of the things I struggle with.
Okay, so what are you doing now that you are a mature woman and you've lived some life and experienced some things? What are some things you're doing now to try to help you work through that or stop doing that? What are some things, some tools that you use, or just what are you doing now to help you with that?
I've actually learned to say no.
Come on now.
I've learned to say no, which was a struggle to learn. That was a hard lesson.
And no is a complete sentence.
Yes, and it's a complete sentence.
Right.
Without trying to explain myself. Right. Yeah. And I think I'm still learning to not explain myself after I've said no, and making sure that it is a complete sentence.
Okay. And those are some of the things we've talked about on the channel, ladies. And, it's nothing wrong with being able to say when you want to do something and when you shouldn't. And you shouldn't feel bad about it. You shouldn't feel bad about it at all. So, but those are things that we do struggle with. Okay. Number 2, what are some things you would tell your younger self? I recently did a letter to my younger self. So what are some things that you would tell your younger self since you've lived life now? We at this ripe old age or older age. What are some things that you would tell your younger self? You don't have to be a list, but just a couple things you would tell your younger self.
I would tell young Cheryl to be true to yourself. Face your fears without hesitation. Honor and just honor your self-worth and maintain the qualities that makes you unique. Don't allow distractions to pull you away from your true self, and honor that self-worth. because you're worthy. I'm worthy. I'm worthy of
Absolutely.
being who I am. And who I am is enough.
Those are great things. And I just wonder why it often takes us to get to a certain age to learn these lessons.
I don't
You
know.
know, what is it about us that's women? I think that's something that all of us struggle with. You know, we don't have our voice, I think, when we're younger. So these are really good things to implement in your life right now. Always be true to yourself, and you're okay. You're beautiful just the way you are. I think those are awesome.
And voicing your opinion, I think.
Absolutely. Speak up for yourself. Right.
Right. Right.
All right. What are some words of wisdom? This is number 3. You would share with younger women today, because we are now the matriarchs or working on it. And we've learned a lot. We've lived and we've experienced a lot of things. So what are some things that you would share? I know you don't have daughters, you have sons, but you have granddaughters.
Yes.
So what are some things that you would tell younger women about growing up and maturing to help them?
One would be the trust your inner voice of reason.
Okay.
Keeping your posture, meaning keeping your posture, being classy, fun, energetic, making sure that what my mom always taught me, to hold your posture in your class high. When you walk into the room with your smile, you open the door and you radiate the room as you walk through the room. And that's just being your unique self, and just always hold your posture. Be a lady at all times, and smile.
I think that's great also, because, one thing about us, I think when we're young, we stress out about everything as young girls, as young women. And we work through things, do work out. Trouble don't always last forever. Don't sweat the small stuff. Those are things that I always say. And when I look back at myself as a younger girl, and I look at all the things that I made mountains out of, and I realize that they're not that important. And
Right.
then, as you stated, the importance of just being you. I think that's probably one of the things that we repeat all the time. Just
Right.
being you, and you are enough just the way you are. And I think those are
Listen
great.
to that inner voice, because she knows.
Trust your instinct. Yeah, your intuition.
Because she is you, part of you, and she's there to help you. So allow her to help you, and don't go for face value, but just actually trust.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to move right along. So that was number 3. Number 4. When did you start to feel confident as a woman? Because I know sometimes it's a lot of us that are late bloomers.
Right.
And it took us a long time. So I've heard women say, I'm 50 years old and I still don't have confidence. I can't go to a restaurant by myself. I can't go to a movie alone. Fearful of everything. So when do you feel that you started feeling confident as a woman to be able to express yourself, to be able to do things alone? When were you, and what triggered that, you think?
It's been a journey for me. It actually started when I was the age of 30.
Okay.
2 young boys, married. I found myself regaining the abilities that made me the strong woman that I was, and actually becoming more of myself, coming out of the distraction of conforming to a new lifestyle, being married, 2 young babies. It took a lot out of me, because I had to give so much to be a new mom and to be a wife in my community. But I had to regain who I was. I am not the community that I am a part of. You all need to accept me for who
Right.
I am. Okay. Take me for who I am. Okay. And then I'll join the community.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Okay. So, all right. So That was number 4. Now, number 5, when did you start to appreciate you?
Mm.
Because sometimes, we have all these insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about it. You and I have personal conversations about this all the time. And I feel like it's a big group of women out here that are middle age, late 40s, 50s, 60s, and up are still at that point where they don't appreciate themselves. They don't fully love yourself. I guess, first of all, I should ask you, do you really love yourself now for who you are?
I love myself.
Feel like you started to appreciate yourself?
Yes. When I turned 50 or became,
Ooh, that's that number, ain't it?
embraced my 50s, I was 50 and fabulous. Okay. I just feel like my 50s were amazing. Part of that amazement is because, that was when we started our girl trips and we really enjoyed our 50s.
Yes.
And I really started embracing who I've become, the full woman. My body had already transformed.
Right. As so many times.
Right. From being that little stick girl, like only being this big to now,
Guys, we were olive oil ladies. We were tiny.
Right. So now I can appreciate the body that God gave me.
Right.
And be joyful with that. But, now, I'm in my 60s and I see myself in my 60s as sensationally savvy and self-radiant. I really see myself as self-radiant. Just came back from Costa Rica and for my birthday, and I am radiating.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
I'm loving it.
And I love that about women as we get older, when we come into ourselves and we can fully embrace ourselves, bodies. It's, to me, that's when you're the most beautiful.
Yes.
Because you're not so worried about what people think about you. You it's all about how you feel about yourself. So I think that's amazing. Yeah, I was jealous because she was in Costa Rica without me.
I know.
Living her best life.
That's right.
That was a great answer. I think a lot of women will appreciate that particular question. Okay, so this is one that a lot of my women ask me, or they want answers to, but me not being married, I always feel like if I'm going to go to somebody and ask them a question about marriage, I want to ask someone that has been married for quite some time, that has put in the work. It's real easy. I feel like I can give advice on marriage because I've been through it in divorce. But if I want to know all the intricate parts of making a marriage work, I'm gonna get somebody that has been there for a minute. So this is one of the questions that a lot of women want to know. Being married over 40 years, guys, what advice do you give women who want to get married at this particular stage of life, who are mature, not starting out as 20-year-olds, but that some of them have never been married, some of them have been married and divorced, but there's still a lot of women, not me, but there's a lot of women out there who are still desiring to get married at this stage. So what advice do you feel that you could give as a married woman over 40 years to a woman my age, or a woman 50 years old or over that want to get married right now?
I think the first thing come to mind is know who you are first.
Come on.
Know who you are. You, the woman, know who you are first. Your partner does not complete you.
Oh, come on, girl.
Establish your likes. My mother, she tried her best to give me this. I was in love at the time. Love. So when you're deep in love, and when you're blind, you just in love, all you see is hearts. Establish your likes and your dislikes before entering a life-changing experience.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a Janet Jackson song? Time in Time? Was it I can't think of the name of the song. Before it's too late. I can't think of it anyway. But anyway, yes.
Wow.
But let's wait a while.
Yeah.
A while. Wait a while.
Come on now.
Are.
But see, I think a lot of women feel like if they're 50, 55, 60, 65 years old, they feel that time is running out.
Yeah.
So, but you still tell them
Still
to
wait.
wait.
Still wait a while. Still wait a while. It's okay. You're going to be okay. Honestly. Okay. And then I also would say, you know, as mature women, establish boundaries for yourself and state your negotiables and your non-negotiables before saying I do.
Absolutely. I agree with that too, because, you know, one of the things I've ran into with people is the aspect of spirituality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If
Right.
you get there, you got a non-believer and a believer.
And you got a lot going on.
You got a lot going on, because it's not like you got all this time to be saying, okay, maybe down the road. So I think at this stage,
yeah,
we want to be walking that same path.
Exactly.
You'll be here and believe in God. Because I meet people today that really say they don't believe in God, or they these alternative things. I don't make this about, you know, religion, but they have different belief factors, and I think that can seriously damage relationships if you're not on the same page.
Right.
In some of those areas.
And then I'll also say, be clear that, you know, trust, communication are, you know, a couple of the keys to longevity in marriage. Okay?
Right.
They still take work. It takes a lot of time. And discuss all important major areas of each partner's perspective. Don't just assume that you knew, because you didn't know. And you know nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like the spirituality, your financial, your, you know, raising children.
We ain't raising kids at this age.
No. Well, you know, I was thinking about the young. I was thinking about the younger women at that time.
Yeah.
So you might be no. There's a possibility of raising some grands.
Well, that's true.
Of age, and you never know the situation. So, you know, handling conflicts, aspirations, family and friend relationships. You know, the in-law relationships, holidays, sickness, death. Just to name a few of those things. Just kind of really wait a while.
So what you're saying in actuality is that it really doesn't matter that we're older, but you still need
to talk and get those major things, those important aspects in life, because life is going to happen anyway. But at least have a little inkling about it, and not just assume that you know just because you see hearts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that answers some of you guys' questions. But if you have any additional questions in regards to getting married, you know, at this stage of life, y'all drop in the comments. I'll come back with a rebuttal. Okay.
Okay.
So I have one more question to ask.
Can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
Really quick. Keep the D word. Keep the D word out of your vocabulary.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And just keep in mind that love ever after, it actually includes a job never completed. Okay. And marriage is not 50-50.
I put that on the screen.
It's not 50-50. You know, you're giving your partner what you want to. You give your partner what you want. I learned that. We learned that later on. I think we were married 30-something years. After 30-something years, this is what we learned. You know, you give your partner what you want and love unconditionally.
That's beautiful. Okay. I love that. I love that for you all you women who are aspiring to get married. All right. So we have one more question.
Okay.
And I don't know how much time we were working on. We kept up with the time, but we got one more.
We normally talk though, so right?
Yeah. All right. So my final question is, what are you most proud of as a mature woman? Talking about you, your life, your accomplishments, or whatever it is about you. What are you most proud of?
It's a combination of my life's journey.
Okay.
I'm most proud of being the strong, godly woman that I am, maintaining and just keeping my faith a part of the first part of my life, and allowing it to spread, amongst my loved ones. Um, my journey of being successfully married, being what they call a dinosaur, in marriage, because they don't last long these days.
No,
But
no.
being able to overcome the hard times and being able to still, be in love, as empty nesters, sharing our children and grandchildren together, and that's just a beautiful thing. And still loving what I do as a profession. Life is great.
Okay, so I was gonna elaborate a little bit on that outside of marriage.
Okay,
You as an individual, because a lot of women, I have said, I've heard women say, I don't have any purpose in life. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't have a passion for anything. So just thinking of you by yourself.
By myself. Okay.
Your spouse. What are you most proud about of you?
I am proud of the fact that I appreciate being me. I just appreciate that the fact that I'm able to, move and enjoy and love life, maintain my health. I'm very much proud of being able to get out there and, get my exercise in, and trying to just keep my health so that I can love me more and love others.
Okay. And so that is all the questions. I'm just going to wrap it up with one. Find this like a bonus, I guess. Okay. I didn't hear her for this one, so she might not know. But anyway, going forward, looking at the future, is there any other things that you aspire to do with life that you have not done? A lot of people, they've interviewed a lot of seniors or older, people. I don't want to call them seniors. That sometimes don't sound great. 80 years old, and they say, I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. Looking at your life, the whole picture of your life, do you feel that you have done, or are you still doing, or is it more that you want to explore in life?
Well, the more that I would like to explore more of life, I want to travel more.
Yeah.
I do have dreams of going to several places outside of the United States.
Right.
And enjoy life, and maybe some more bucket list clearance.
You have no regrets, right?
I have well, the only one thing that I wish that I maybe could have put my foot in a little bit deeper was my modeling.
Okay.
That was one of my favorite things, modeling, my modeling career. I would love to have expanded a little bit further, but that's
well, it's never too late for that. But I did a video recently about regret and shame, and it spoke about just mistakes that you've made in your life. Everything that's happened to you have shaped you to be the woman you are today. So instead of looking at it, you have to change your way of thinking. Instead of regretting things that have happened to you, look at the fact that those experiences shape you to become this beautiful person that you are today. So we should not regret. Did those experiences feel good? No, not all the time, but they have shaped you into the woman you have become. So that's what I was going. I think you was looking at it from a different aspect of things you would want to do. But as far as your life is concerned, do you feel very proud of who you are, the trials that you went through?
Right. I feel very proud. I feel very strong. I feel that I have more wisdom to help me, get through whatever is thrown at me, and that I know that I can actually get through, anything that comes my way. I feel very strong.
Awesome. Well, ladies, you heard it here first from my best friend Cheryl, and I just wanted to get another person here on the panel. Oftentimes I do a lot of videos with you all, giving my perspective on things. I wanted to get another lady's perspective. We're alike in a lot of ways, but we're different. My best friend is married, I'm single. And so we look at life, we walk life in two different paths, but it's able to come together because we do have a lot of commonalities. So I did want to get a married perspective on things, because I'm always giving you things from a single woman's point of view. So yeah, so you guys just keep living and loving, striving to be the best woman you can be in life. Let go of small things and stop the stress. And our health is so important.
Right.
Let Cheryl give some final thoughts if she'd like before we close out.
And I just have to ditto what you just said, that, don't stress, allow life to be life and just embrace it. Embrace the change that is coming.
That is coming.
Just appreciate the fact that we're alive in order to be able to, enjoy it. We're given that one more sunny day.
Yes.
To have that one more chance to get it right.
And I even think the changes are beautiful. As I am refined every day, I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I can appreciate the changes. I remember a time I was afraid of aging.
Oh yeah.
I just appreciate it now. I do. I think it's a distinction. I think it's a classiness about it, and I don't regret it at all.
And in its wisdom, so being
Absolutely
a young person that, hey, just because you're 60, I'm proud to be 62 years old, and that you can be 62 and fabulous.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Still enjoy life and have fun.
Yes.
Dance.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So thank you all. Thank you, Cheryl, for joining me here on the panel tonight. I really appreciate it. I've been trying to do this for quite some time. So hopefully we'll be able to do more of these in the future. But yeah, ladies, if you all have any additional thoughts, or some of you might want to share your experiences, or you have questions or comments you want to make, just drop it below and we'll check those out and get you some answers. But I want to thank my friend for just joining tonight and being a part of this. So
you're welcome.
Yeah. So we'll see you all in the next video. Remember, I love you. Take care, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.